Lightning, tentacles, action. It's been 1,000 years since the terrifying atomic sea has grown to encompass nearly every body of salt water on the planet, killing or mutating all it touches. Its contamination has transformed the world, but the reason for the change remains unknown, except to the dreaded Empire of Octung. The Empire has taken everything from Dr. Francis Avery, his wife, his daughter, his life. Now, serving as a doctor aboard a whaling ship far out on the atomic sea, he pulls a mysterious woman named Leanna from the lightning-wreathed depths. Somehow, she's alive, unharmed by the toxins, and she knows a way to stop Octung. For the first time in years, hope kindles inside Avery. Soon he and the crew of the ship are dealing with a rash of murders aboard and being hunted by an enemy fleet, and their mystery passengers at the center of it all. When Avery learns that she can stop Octung, the country waging war on the world, he decides to aid her, even if it means taking on spies, monsters, enemy armies, and all the terrors of a nightmarish world. The Atomic Sea is the first volume in an exciting globe-spanning series by New York Times best-selling author Jack Connor. With the grand scope of Dune or Lord of the Rings, the Atomic Sea series is an atmospheric thrill ride in a world unlike any you've ever imagined. As you may know, I interviewed Jack Connor a while back, and he was telling me all about his series, and I thought it was probably one of the most inventive ideas that I've seen for a while. And it turns out that I was right. This book starts off in unfamiliar territory, even though it is a very familiar idea. There are people aboard a whaling ship, and they are trying to escape the Octungen. I keep wanting to pronounce it Achtung, which is German for warning. It's not at all what it is. Anyways, they're trying to escape the Octungen forces whilst also catching whales, a product of the atomic sea, that have hot lard, which possesses huge amounts of energy that they use to power their devices that keep the Octungens at bay. Now, Dr. Avery then pulls out a woman from the belly of a whale, and to his surprise, she's normal. Not mutated like other people who consume products of the sea, breathe in sea air, etc., etc., but she is actually normal. Now, the war against Octung has been raging for rather a long while, and it's not going well for anybody except Octung. So Dr. Avery is trying his very best to, help in the effort for the war, but things are not going well. However, he uncovers a plot, an Octungan plot, that's going to cause huge amounts of havoc and end the war before anybody expected to, and honestly, that's really bad. So this book is really well written. It is expressive, the prose is engaging, it's a fantastic means of displaying this world, which is something like, I don't know, World War I steampunk, if steampunk were atomic and alchemical and on steroids. And honestly, it was really, really cool. The characters were a bit wild, and you know what? It was a good wild. These characters were entertaining, they were realistic, they had lives outside of this war, and yet the war consumed everything. So I would say that this book definitely is well written. The characters are definitely, they're well done. They're wonderful to read. Yeah, this is a really, really, really good book, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So this book starts off on a small scale. Things are happening only to Dr. Avery, except for this whole, war thing. It sucks, but he's doing all right by himself. All right being a relative term. He's doing well-ish by himself, and then things grow. He learns of a plot, he finds this woman, things are rippling outwards, and it's amazing to see it build from such a small start, everything is only affecting Avery, and then it just builds to affecting the whalers, to affecting people that he knows, to affecting the underground movement, to affecting etc, 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 until the whole world gets involved. And that is just book 1 of the series. So yes, definitely a very good book. I would say that the end of book 1, where they're in Ungesortian, oh, I can't pronounce that. They're in an empire in the mountains / highlands. I think things get a little bit weird there, but honestly, I mean, it sort of makes sense. It's just a little weird compared to the tone of the rest of the novel. I have a feeling that it's going to make perfect sense once I continue to read the series. So I would say this book is highly recommended if you are interested in learning more about the Atomic Sea. All of the links are in the description box below. You can also sign up to Jack Connor's mailing list and get a whole bunch of novels for free, because I'm sorry, that's really exciting and I need to go do that post-haste. So you can find Jack Connor and all of his books in the links in the description box below. You can find my links there. I'm on the internets, which is exciting. I'm on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, and now Patreons. You can find all sorts of fun things on Patreon. I'm doing short stories, I'm doing radio drama, I'm doing art. I'm having a blast. So if you want to join me there, feel free. If not, find me on all of the other places. I'm happy to talk. That's all I've got for you today, so I will see you next time.